Retro Rob's gaming videos.
Rob here, and with me is the Nvidia Shield. Promised a couple weeks ago that I would follow up and make some commentary on it, and sure enough, I'm about to. In general, I love this device. This is probably the best Android gaming system. It is by far the best Android gaming system I've ever had. It's really great. I mean, the JXDs are good, and if you don't have the money, hey, go get yourself a JXD. I think they're well worth the money that you're charging. But if you have the money laying around and you're willing to pay a premium to game on an Android machine, this is the way to go. The Nvidia Shield is quite clearly the best. The screen on it is quite beautiful. It just looks great. Games run fabulously on this quad-core processor. It's just really a fantastic device. I'll start with the construction on it. Note there's triggers, there's bumpers, buttons on the front. There's of course dual sticks and a D-pad. All these are pretty well done. If you remember my first impressions, I thought these were a little squeaky. Once it broke in, they're fine now. The greatest thing about this that makes it better than a lot of the handhelds like the JXD is the fact this controller is just so good. I mean, it's a console quality controller. That said, I mean, if you've got a Moga, it's probably about the same thing. I mean, I haven't played with the Moga more than a few minutes, but I was pretty impressed with that too. But, you know, obviously this is an all-in-one unit. Said the screen's excellent. A few notes on what's on the back here. Right here is the USB and charging port. There's also HDMI. This is where right back here is where the little SD goes, the micro SD and headphone jacks. On the micro SD port, make sure you go ahead and get yourself the biggest SD card you can. With the latest update, you can now use the SD card to hold apps, and I will guarantee that I think it's only got about 12 gigs of actual usable space on it because there's the OS and all the files that come with it. You're probably going to run out of room if you're a big gamer, especially with some of the larger games that this thing can run. As far as heat goes, you know, I've never really felt it warm. I think the fans come on a couple times. You can barely hear it when it's going on, so it really doesn't interfere with gaming. So really, not much to say there. Speakers. I've heard great things about these speakers. And, you know, people say, oh, these are really great speakers. They're alright. I mean, yeah, for a handheld, they're good speakers. They're definitely not going to replace my home stereo. I'm probably not going to listen to music on the go on this. In fact, honestly, if you're thinking about this as becoming your main Android device, this is really only for gaming. You really don't want to use this as your main touchscreen experience because it's kind of awkward as a touchscreen. In fact, it's very awkward as a touchscreen. Other than that, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, I want to talk about some of the features. I have not had a chance to use streaming, and this is something you really need to note right now. As of right now, streaming does not support any laptop at all. No mobile graphics cards are supported by the streaming function, which is about as annoying as heck. Because it's kind of an arbitrary decision. Even ones that are in the correct range don't work. I heard that there's some features, but according to Nvidia, they are eventually going to enable it for mobile devices. They just haven't yet. So, what the heck, guys? Come on. Most people own notebooks now. I own a gaming notebook, and I kind of like to use this with it. Really? What else? Oh, new feature. They have now made It's so that you can program the game pads to basically anything on the touch screen. And how you do that is you see the little play button, press it down, and an application will come up. And you can drag the right and left sticks where you want them. You can also drag buttons. The cool thing about this, which was really annoying on some other programming software I've seen, when you pull off the button, you notice there's only one button on that screen. When you pull off the button, you get to choose which button it is, so you know whether it's A, B, X, or Y that you want to map the button to. Really stinking nice. I like that. It's well done. It's non-intrusive. I don't really like using these kind of programming things, but as far as they go, this one's acceptable. I'm okay with it. And I'm going to get this gizmo out of here. Come on, back, out. Let's see. Anything else that I really want to talk about that I think you should know? Emulation. By the way, emulation is really, really, really good. I said it early that this is my favorite emulation device, and it really is. It's really, really good. I'm emulating the PC Engine, Neo Geo, SNES. I'm using N64 stuff on here. It all runs just fabulously. Oh yeah, and the PSP. I've got a couple games for the PSP as well. I'll load it on here, and it really runs them all excellently. Note that for a lot of apps, there is usually a free version or a completely free app for most emulations, so you don't have to pay for them. If you've looked on my screen, I do have a couple paid for ones because I do like to support the developers, and it would be nice if you would too. Other than that, not much to say. I'm just really very impressed with this. This is probably one of my favorite purchases this year, although I've got an Oculus Rift that came in, and that's pretty darn cool too, and I'll be covering that later. But anyway, if you have the money, this is absolutely the Android device to get for gaming.